Are you sure you're ready for your chicks? Because most poultry farmers forget this important step that I'm about to share with you. You need to sanitize and disinfect your brooder after setting it up. Because the main thing is that you need to set up your brooder very well. Make the brooder airtight if you're not using a brooder box. If you're using the one that you're seeing on the screen, you need to set it up. Use nylon or tarpaulin to make it airtight. After setting it up, you need to sanitize it very well. Sanitize it and also sanitize the drinker, the feeder, your charcoal pots, or the one that you are seeing on the screen now. After sanitizing after sanitizing all of those things, you need to leave it, as in you leave the place open for at least 1 week. It shouldn't be less than 1 week. You can leave it for a week and some days, but it shouldn't be less than 1 week or more than 2 weeks. Then you should always have a backup in heat source. If you are using electricity, like I do use a 200 watts bulb to brood my chicks. But I also have charcoal. I also use charcoal as backup. You need to have um backup for your heater. And then you need to have your fixed heat box and filled with drugs that you'll be using frequently in brooding your chicks, like the glucose, some antibiotics, anticoccidiosis, your CRD drugs, and multivitamin also, because these are the drugs that you will be giving them from time to time during their brooding stage. You don't need to, when they fall sick or when you see any sign of illness, you then want to rush to the market to buy. You need to have them intact, because if you are in the southern part of Nigeria, like on Mondays, that's some shop doesn't open, or on Sundays, some shop doesn't open. If your bird are sick on Saturday evening, before it will get to Tuesday, most of them will be dead. So you need to have these drugs intact. Fish should be ready. You need to have a feed that will serve them at least for 2 weeks. At least for 2 weeks. Not when they arrive, before you start to look for where you buy and feed. And when disinfecting your brooder, you will need a knapsack or any form of a sprayer to spray all the edges. Spray all the edges, because when washing the floor, it's not everywhere that the water can touch. So you need a knapsack or any form of a sprayer so that it will touch all the edges. Your brooder should be 100% predator free. Make sure that your brooder is 100% predator free before you wake up in the morning, as in before you sleep at night and wake up in the morning, and find out that a rat or a snake have killed almost 50% of your birds. And so your pen should be predator free, not just your brooder. Your pen should be predator free 100%. You must have enough space to contain the amount of birds that you are brooding to avoid overcrowding. And you must have your thermometer to check and regulate their temperature always, at least for the first 3 weeks. You should have where you will store their drinking water, something like tank or anything, but they should have their drinking water. And don't give them salty water. So don't store or bring salty water for your birds to drink. Don't forget to spread sawdust, rice dust, or any of the beddings that you like on the floor before placing your newspaper. I didn't say magazine or any slippery newspaper type. Just normal newspaper that is not slippery, or your carton, or your brooding paper, or any one that you are using. Just make sure you have enough sawdust on the floor to avoid cold from the ground. I mean to absorb cold from the ground. Knowing all the necessary things you need to do before the arrival of your broiler is very okay. But you also need to know the right time to feed your broiler to get them to 3 kg in 6 weeks. And if you want to know the exact time for you to feed your broiler, watch this video.